Around the world, however, the narrative around Mr. Modi has really been driven by activist intellectuals who are thoroughly opposed to the BJP government. That is to say, when an Australian media organization wants to know about the Indian government, it naturally enough turns to academics based in Australia. When a US media organization wants to know about the Indian government, it naturally turns to professors at Harvard and Stanford, not to the Indian government itself or to ordinary Indians on the street. As a result, international perceptions of India have really been poisoned, and I use that word advisedly, have been poisoned by the political viewpoints of those intellectuals who are at places like Harvard, Stanford, for that matter, at the University of Sydney. Western intellectuals, and when I say Western intellectuals, most of these are actually NRI intellectuals or Indian heritage intellectuals or themselves Indian intellectuals at Western universities. Western intellectuals are, well, as a class, vehemently anti-BJP. That should come as no surprise. Leading Indian intellectuals are, as a class, anti-BHP. BJP. Not every single one of them, but as a class, as a group, many of them are. So it's really no surprise that Narendra Modi would have a bad reputation outside India, and as a result, that has been caused a negative reaction against India's own reputation. That is, by disparaging India's prime minister, people or intellectuals are in effect disparaging India. They're disparaging the country that would elect such a person. I mean, look, I think it's ridiculous when I hear accusations that Narendra Modi is a fascist. And I hear these routinely in Western academic journal articles and in the public statements of Western intellectuals. Well, when we hear that, it certainly doesn't make India sound good if India has elected a fascist leader. Now, I want to be clear, in no way do I endorse this view. Fascism is thrown around far too much these days and far too easily. But it does poison the well from which India draws its support overseas.